about a world where the youth are motivated. I dream about a world where the youth are motivated. I dream about a world where the youth are motivated. I dream about a world where the youth are motivated. They wonder why I put the motivation in rhyme. In actuality, don't you think it's about that time?
Hello and thank you for joining me. Today I want to do something a little different. I want to read to you some of the chapters from my 2004 book, The Product. Okay, goal setting. Success in anything requires the ability to set your goals and always follow through with your plans. This is the key that most people never figure out. What you do, you must keep in mind why you are doing it and what step this action is taking towards your goal. As an example, I've seen many people go to college with the goal of getting a degree in a certain field. A year into the program, the student decides to buy a vehicle to have transportation to the part-time job. Then the situation of time gets so hectic that the student quits school to have more time for the part-time job. This is a very typical situation. The student completely lost focus of the original goal of completing the college degree. Once we get into a habit of setting goals, we have to follow through, stay focused, and not let distractions get us off track. Your goals do not have to be far-fetched. You can set very modest, attainable, short-term goals for yourself. I recommend you start right away with something as simple as going an entire week and spending only $10. I became extremely addicted to goal setting and began enjoying the struggle of reaching the goal just as much as achieving the actual goal. The first thing you should do is establish what your goals are. Secondly, write them down and keep them in a place where you can see them. Thirdly, you should write down the steps necessary to accomplish this goal. Lastly, follow through with those steps and watch your dreams become reality. This is negativity, right? Yeah, I'm trying to get in touch with doubt. Is doubt there? Okay, yeah, negativity, yeah, the same one, yeah, that's me, I'm still, I'm the one that killed them kids' dream, that was me, that's me. Okay, yeah, I appreciate your work too. Yeah. Okay, doubt, you there? Doubt? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to get in contact with fear, insecurity, and I mean, just bring all the boys, right? Cause we got a problem. We have a major problem that's going on right here, and we definitely need to address it. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, yeah. Okay. There was this kid, right? It was a teenager, man, and you know, he started talking about things he wanted to do. So, I mean, you know, I did what I was supposed to do. I told him that he couldn't do it and that, you know, that he would never accomplish his dreams and stuff. And you know, he had the nerve to tell me he didn't have to listen to me. He had the nerve to tell me that he's setting goals and he got a plan and he following through and all of this. And I'm like, who told you this? Who told you this? You know, I need to know the source of these problems, man. We need to get together. I'm talking about all the boys. I want everybody, okay? I'm not gonna stop until we get this guy. Whoever it is telling these kids that, I just can't handle it. That's so disrespectful. So disrespectful to old negativity. You know, I just can't believe that somebody would go behind my back after I've already told them what they can't do and then go back and tell them that they can do it. I can't have this. No, absolutely not. No. Got the nerve to tell me he's setting goals. He say he got a goal. I say, oh man, yeah. We need to get together. So make sure, meet all the boys and have them meet me in my cave, right? You can meet me down in my cave, yeah. Come on down to the cave, just knock on the rock. Yeah, just knock on the rock. Yeah, the big rock. Yeah, just knock on the front of it, and I'll be down here. And we need to discuss how an action plan that we gonna put together to get this guy. Okay? Yeah. All right. You know, again, I always tell everybody, that whenever you start to wonder, whenever you start to second guess the fact of, is it okay to be yourself? Is it okay to be your own individual? Is it okay to be your own person? I just want to show like a quick run through my history, right? This is my scrapbook, like my little personal portfolio that I put together from all the speaking and different little, you know, like newspaper articles, and you know, like this was my first article on Dallas Black. I had, this was a Rolling Out magazine when Nick Cannon was on the cover. It was when he was first starting to do that show Wildin' Out, and this was, I'm thinking, September 2005. This is 2007 there. But what I'm doing is I just wanted to show you like how you look at someone's life and you never ever know like what all they've been through. And you never ever know, like, you know, newspapers, lunches. This was in Philadelphia. Stop Community Empowerment and Outreach Event, Academy Park High School in Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania. This is Stop the Violence, Start the Love. Special presentation, Marcus Parker, Dallas Morning News bestseller list, right? Here, you know, I mean, releases, bestseller list again. Now this was actually interesting. Now I want to show you how crazy things happen, right? If you look, this is a press release that came out in 2006. And it says, inspiring audiobooks increase in volume. Self-help audiobooks grow in 2006 as new voices join the genre. And it's funny because it references a recent success by James Fry. He did a book called A Million Little Pieces. And the funny thing is, this is the guy who actually ended up going back on the Oprah show because he like lied or fabricated the story or something. But you know, it's just all interesting to look at history though, and you know, and see all of this stuff. This is back when, you know, I was trying to get my book into Walmart and they told me no. They were saying, well, at this time we can't do it. You know, Breakfast with Marcus Parker. This was in a Head Start program, libraries. I mean, and it goes on and on. You know what I mean? And you can just see some of this stuff. But the reason why I show you this is just because I want you to know that if you would have come to me back like when I was in middle school or high school and said, Marcus, you know, you would get on TV, you'll be writing books, you will get a chance to speak in front of people, you'll do all these things, I would have never believed you. I would have never ever believed you because, I mean, my mind wasn't even thinking like that at all, you know? And I mean, and you know, people think, you know, I don't want you to take it as, oh, he's just being modest or whatever, because no, I mean, I'm just a regular person. I am an average, everyday Joe who's had the opportunity in life to do a lot of cool things and meet a lot of cool people and whatnot. And, you know, and I'm proud. I'm definitely proud of the things I've been able to do. However, what I'm telling you is that you never know. And sometimes in life, my passion for speaking to young people is so that they understand that, you know, I know what it's like when you're in that mode in life, or when you're in your, you know, when you're just starting to find yourself and whatnot. Because think about it, I was making decisions based on what I thought I was gonna be in life. I could have never told you that all of these things that I just showed you in my portfolio would be true. You know what I mean? I could have never, fathomed that. And I remember, you know, I like to listen to documentaries and watch documentaries rather, and see all of the amazing lives of so many different people who have done these amazing things. And just to see there's a story behind everybody, and they'll always be like, hey, well, I was just doing this and this happened. Or I didn't even expect something and then this happened, or whatever. And I mean, it's true. So my passion for telling you to stay driven with the talent you were given, my passion for telling you never give up your dreams, my passion for telling you to set goals and you know, and follow through with them is just because I know from personal experience that there's gonna be somebody who's watching this video series who's gonna be telling me one day, hey man, you know, I listened to it. And I was thinking the exact same way, and now I'm created a cure for cancer, or now I've, got rid of homelessness, or now I've taken care of, I don't know what your particular niche in life is going to be. I don't know what things you're going to end up doing. However, I just know that you have to stay the course and keep at it, keep a positive attitude, and don't let yourself get crowded or bogged down with none of the negativity around you. All right? So that's my word, and I thank you for listening. So, making the best of your circumstances. A lot of people have always told me stuff like, man, Marcus, I see why you can be so positive, because, you've done all these things, people know you, and it's you have reasons to be positive. And I want people to know that is one of the biggest misconceptions out there. That we always look at other people and we say that they have an excuse for thinking positive, as opposed to us. Like, I don't have that much money. If I had his money, I'd be positive too. If I had his this or her this or whoever, I would be positive too. And I want you to know that that's one of the biggest misconceptions when it goes to how people think. In other words, you have to start being positive first. You have to start thinking positive first. And a lot of it has to do with just being truthful with yourself, okay? When I say being truthful with yourself, let's look at your true circumstances. If you're a person who's in school, but you know that your parents don't have the finances to, say, send you to college or whatever, then that's nothing to be ashamed about. That's really the truth. That circumstance is what it is. I've heard people say that all the time, but it's very, very true. It is what it is. So let's just look at this scenario, for example. If you're a person, you're a student, you're in high school right now. You have big dreams of going to college, but yet you don't see the resources in order to put you through college. Now, what is it that you can do? What you have to do is put yourself together an action plan and start looking into ways that you can actually fund this college career, if indeed that is what you want to do. What normally happens is this. People start listening to old negativity because he's always going to come around. Every time something pops up, you see this guy, right? And he starts to put those little pieces of fear in your mind. He starts to put those little pieces of doubt in your mind, saying, oh, you can't do it. You can't go to college. Your parents don't have the money to do it. You can't go. He's happy, right? But in all actuality, that's not the truth. Because what you have to do is, if that's your circumstance, then you just have to start to work a little bit harder at looking at resources. You have the internet as a resource. You have your school counselors as a resource. You have your library, the librarian. You have different teachers. You have scholarships. You have all of these things that you can be doing. So what I'm telling you is, in this scenario, here's a student. You want to go to college, but parents don't have the funds to do it. But that's really a part of your dream, and you really want to make it happen. I want you to stop harping in the fact that my parents don't have the money, and start moving your focus into the point of, what do I need to do to make sure that I can, acquire those funds to make this happen? Did you look at your resource centers? Did you study the internet for scholarships? Did you look into any programs? Did you call the college and see what they had as far as financial aid available? Did you look into your grant programs? Did you do that? And what I'm saying is, I know this can all sound so cliche sometimes, but what I want you to do is understand that what you have to do is move your focus. Stop harping and looking at the negative part and focus on the work. Focus on what you have to do to change that situation. You see what I mean? Focus on that part. So now where you were over here listening to negativity, saying, oh, I can't go, I wish I could go, but my parents don't have the funds, and now I'm stuck, and now I can't do it. Instead of doing that, I want you to put your focus on, okay, what can I do? What can I do? You see what I mean? What is it that I can do to make sure that I can accomplish this goal? So then that's when you go into your goal setting, your follow through, and every day write yourself a to-do list. Say, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna research these many programs, or these many grants, or these many, this amount of different programs that I see available at this school. I'm gonna speak to my counselor. I'm gonna set an appointment up with my counselor and let her know what it is that I'm doing, or let him know what it is that I'm doing. So if they have any resources, then we can work together to make this happen. So that's what I call overcoming your circumstances, dealing with your circumstance, looking it in the face and saying, okay, I'm gonna overcome you. I just need to know these following little steps in order to make sure that I can overcome. Okay? Now, again, one of the biggest things is a lot of people feel like whatever your circumstances are, that's who you are. And that's so not the truth, right? Whatever your circumstances are, that is not who you are. You see what I mean? You may have come from a bad background, but you don't have to be a bad person. You may come from a poor background, but you don't have to be a poor person. You see what I mean? You could come from a negative background, but you don't have to be a negative person. You can come from any type of background that there is, and you can work towards getting yourself into another level in life if you just believe that you can. All right? So I feel like I would be doing myself as well as the United States Air Force a disservice if I did not tell you that a lot of some of those techniques and stuff that I learned, I definitely picked up while enlisted in the United States Air Force. I did 4 years in the United States Air Force, where I was a satellite communications and ground radio technician. I did 4 years. I did get out with an honorable discharge. And while I was in, I was also able to get a degree in electronics from the Community College of the Air Force. So that's part of my story. Again, it's not trying to tell anybody to do anything particular or even to try to sway you one way or the other. It's just part of my story. But I will tell you that a lot of the setting goals, the Air Force did instill a lot of good, valuable, traits that I picked up. I did get there. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying that I got it all from the Air Force, but I did indeed learn a lot as far as paying attention to detail, as far as learning how to get up and doing a whole lot in the morning time, and and being able to take care of a lot of things at once. That was something that they did instill in me. So throughout the course of the series, I don't think it would be, I think I would be doing myself a disservice not to pay homage to the years that I spent in the United States Air Force, because it definitely did help me out. And I know that a lot of students consider the military as a career choice, and I will tell you that it's not a bad career choice at all. Whatever path you choose, as far as whether it be finding a job, starting a business, going to college, going to community college, whichever path you choose, remember that will be your path. That is your path, and that is a part of your story. But I just wanted to pay a little bit of tribute to the past, a little bit of, my story, which did include the United States Air Force.
I dream about a world where the youth are motivated. I dream about a world where the youth are motivated. I dream about a world where the youth are motivated. I dream about a world where the youth are motivated. They wonder why I put the motivation.